Last night, I opened my inbox and honestly, it felt like the whole world was messaging me at once. ILR panic, ILR rumors, ILR predictions. Everyone thinks something has changed overnight. So, first, let's breathe. Nothing has signed into law. No one is losing ILR tomorrow. No one is being forced into 10 years today. What government has done is an open consultation. They have basically asking experts, organizations and the public like what do you think of these proposed changes. This consultation runs until 12th February 2026. Only after that, if they decide to go ahead, the plan is to start implementing from April 2026. So right now, your visa route hadn't suddenly changed. Your qualifying period hasn't suddenly changed. Nothing in the home office system has updated. But what they want to do in future, that's what people are panicking about. So let me explain in the simplest way possible. The biggest shift is this. ILR won't be treated as automatic after 5 years anymore. It will be earned based on what you contribute during your stay. Think of it like a points and reduction system. You start with a 10-year baseline, and from that 10 years, you can reduce the time depending on your income, English level, public service contribution, compliance record, whether you have used public funds. The message is basically the more you give, the quicker you qualify. The more you take, the longer it becomes. So let's start with income because that's where most of the confusion is. Here's the story. If you earn at least £12,570 every year consistently for 3 to 5 years, nothing changes. You don't get reductions, but you don't get penalties either. If you earn £50,000 to £70,000 for 3 years, you can minus 5 years from the 10-year baseline. So instead of waiting 10 years, you wait 5. If you earn £125,000 for 3 years, you can minus 7 years from the 10. So you would only need 3 years to qualify. And remember, income here means gross income, not after pension, deductions or salary sacrifice. If you work in a public service role for 5 years, NHS, police, teaching, social care, emergency services, you can minus 5 years from the 10-year period. So again, you will need just 5 years instead of 10. There are also situations where your qualifying period actually increases. Like if you claim public funds during your stay, your ILR timeline can increase by 5 years. If you overstayed or misused your visa conditions or entered the UK illegally, your ILR period can jump by 20 years or even more. So the new system rewards contribution and penalizes non-compliance. So what does all this tell us? It tells us the UK wants to move away from simple time-based ILR system and move towards a contribution-based system. Will it affect everyone the same way? No. Will it benefit high earners and public service workers more? Yes. Will low-income families be worried? Probably yes, and that's why people are panicking. But here's the bottom line. Nothing is final. Nothing is law. We are still in the consultation stage, and until February 2026, this is all just a proposal. So don't stress, stay informed, but don't panic. And tell me, do you think this is fair or it is going to divide people even more?